just hanging out. I think you're thinking of Bubba Sparks.
No, I don't think I can.
All right. Man. All right.
Are we ready?
Here we are. Clock's on the floor. Just hanging out. Another episode, because it's going to be 22, so we got it this time. We got two special guests with us, but first, and nevertheless, sure, that works. Kai-Boy the Cowboy, Kyle fucking Hurley, and of course, my other fucking co-host.
Zachariah Hezekiah, the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour.
Man of the hour. He has infiltrated Alcatraz and escaped prisoners.
Twice.
I don't know, whatever, man. It works for me. Two special guests today. Coming back for round 3, we got the artist. He'll explain that later.
What's up? I'm like a million things, dude.
And the man of the hour, and I'll steal from Zach. Too sweet to be sour. We got Chanse Potesta.
Hey, what up, little bitch?
All right, guys. We're going to be talking the shit today. It's just hanging out. You know how it goes. If you haven't been listening, start fucking listening. Like, comment, subscribe.
Tell us you hate us. Tell us you love us. I don't care. I want to see it.
Fuck yeah.
I love you all.
All. Cool. We're going to start
Good
with
on,
Chanse. Chanse Potesta. All right, brother. Listen, man. All I've been seeing online is this cypher. I've been hearing it from fucking Taras. Obviously, there's other things you're going into, but I want to start with this NFO cypher you got going on today, brother.
Yeah.
Give us a little behind story with that. Give us a little something.
Well, let's see. When we started in the rap game in the 2014, the very first name we came across was NFO Cyphers. We got caught up and just, I don't know. It's hard to explain. We fell off of that shit a little bit, just focused on just individual rapping. And then just about a year ago, I picked up the camera, and then we started just making our way through the city, realizing that there were all these different cliques within the city that didn't know each other. And just the idea of bringing the cyphers back just came to my mind, finding a way to link as many people together per episode, so that's why we went with the cypher.
Only reason I'm going to ask you this question is because for some people who may not know, explain to us the cypher, because I'd ask him what the fuck it was at first.
Yeah.
But I know what the gist of you doing, but the word cypher, just give me a definition behind it. Or the way you describe
Well,
it.
yeah, I don't know if I have a definition.
Give me the way you describe it. I don't give a fuck about a book.
I would say it's one beat going. So let's see, we got 5 to 6 artists. I guess technically it could be a million artists, but I usually have anywhere from 4 to 6 artists. And then one beat playing, they're all around the same microphone. They take turns doing their own style on the same beat.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I thought it was coming from like an abbreviation of decipher. I don't know. You're like,
That's crazy. I mean, I have no idea where the word originated from. It's a classic hip hop situation. I'm definitely not the first one doing this. But I don't know where the word came from.
Yeah, that's all right. Fuck
That's
it.
what it is.
I'm not trying
Bunch of
to
cats
pick
rapping
your brain
on
about
the
that.
same beat.
That's why I thought it might have come from like decipher, like you're figuring out things. Or I don't know. I
Sometimes I just
had
say
my
words
own
'cause they sound good.
I had my own interpretation of his own group. Sorry.
weren't.
No, it's fucking interesting, and you catch a lot of the videos. If you have a chance to go on TikTok or Instagram, the videos are up there. NFO Films, that's what it is, right?
Yep, NFO Films.
Every single rapper that I do see on there, I haven't seen one that I haven't liked. And I'm a fucking music snob, even with rap. I'm telling you right now, take a look. Like, seriously, there's some guys out there that I'm surprised they're not already famous or doing something bigger than what they're doing right now. Like, they're all really talented. Like, you found some good guys. I'm sure there's
single
plenty
one.
of guys that run at you.
Dude, that shit inspired me so much. Like the last one, bro, I was listening to the artist. I was like, bro, I started writing right away, dude. I was like, I gotta write. I gotta get better. That was dope. I remember you back in the day. We were sitting around at the Redwoods, and you were talking about starting a cypher. And now look at you. It's it's manifesting.
It might take
doing
some
it.
time,
That was a
but you
long
did
time.
it.
There's
Redwoods?
Redwoods, dude.
Oh yeah, no, that was a long time.
Yeah, it was Redwoods.
There's no time limit on hitting your goals as long as you're trying to do them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't want to look back and be like, I could have done this, and if I would have just made this right turn, or went with this person, or took this opportunity. But you're doing everything you can right now. And that's the best thing. I mean, there's no way you can fail when you're actually putting all the work and all yourself into something. Even if it's not 5 minutes, you're getting what you want. In a couple of years, it's still you did it. And people forget that there's a whole journey and a whole bunch of shit you learn on the way to like trying to really hit any goal, even if it's the smallest goal. Like, I want to get my license when you're 16. Anything like that, there's still a nice little journey you have to go with experience to get that you have to gain over time. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
Tell me real quick, bro. When's the next cypher then? When's the next little gig you're doing? Give me something. You got something planned or what?
Next one we're shooting or next one we're dropping?
Next time you're dropping, sure. Let's do both.
So next time we're dropping is we'll just go with dropping. Next time we're dropping is April 5th.
All right.
That's coming up.
5th.
Oh yeah,
It's right around the motherfucking
we're
corner.
trying to drop The first Friday of every single month.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Yeah, we already have a lot of the year already planned out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. Fuck yeah. Rock and fucking roll, man. Hoogie boogie. Who's
is
got
N-
the joogie?
What does NFO stand for those people who don't know?
Never fall off.
No fats
That's right.
only.
What?
No.
Hey, man, they both work.
Never fall off, motherfucker.
Never fall off.
I like that.
I can
Never
dig
fall
that.
off.
I can dig it.
No, sir.
We'll bounce back and forth.
Not
here. I got
me.
some more questions for you, but let's hit the artist right quick.
What's
man,
up?
man? All right, so give us a little jivvy, man, because you've been changing names around. Last time I had you on here, well, the first time I had you on here, it was Nemo, and then I had you on again, and now you gave off your 3 different personalities, and he swears to God he's not schizophrenic.
I swear to
Believe it.
God.
I've known him.
No, it's God's plan, baby.
God's plan. So tell me what's up. Tell me what's up with the name.
Yeah, man, I've been working for the last year, and probably 4 months is the first time I wrote a song for a really long time, dude. Like, as Chance says, never fall off, where I fucking fell off for like 4 or 5 years. I basically fucking retired. And it was the dumbest fucking thing that I ever done in my entire life. Yeah. And so, but about, a year and a half ago, I wrote my first song, which was called Your Frequency, which was like a frequency somewhere beyond the universe that kept telling me, like, don't fucking give up. You're giving up. You're going to end up in the fucking shithole again if you don't stop.
Right.
And slowly I've been digging my hand into that artist's soul to try to dig up everything that I used to build up and, just my craft and my style. And this idea came up with the 3 characters because I am a little bit, I don't know, we want to call it bipolar. I'm not schizophrenic. I just noticed that there's certain personalities in people and myself that stick out, and most people like pretend to be one thing their entire life, which is not true. They still have these other sides of their personality that are well alive, So I decided to, to write about it and then get really in character. And the more I fucking write about them, the more I understand myself, and the better the content's becoming. And now I'm like seeing the entire picture.
Right.
So now it turned into like a little skit thing, just to get the background play of it, kind of cartoonish and fun. And then now it's going to go into actual music videos and features and other artists and performances and so forth. And I'm literally sacrificing everything for this shit.
That is true. We've seen it, man. We've seen it, bro. Fucking, you're giving
So-
up everything to follow your dream, man.
I'm
We've had to talk about this. Like I said, I was driving home wondering, like, I have a full-time job, about to change jobs. I said, God damn, man.
No.
Am I doing things right, man, or is fucking Taras doing it, man? Like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, and I really be thinking about it lately, too, man. It's like, dude, you could be happy with money. You can work your whole goddamn life, become a millionaire, becoming an accountant, like we were talking, Become an
miserable.
accountant. Next thing you know, you're fucking 40 years old. You got a fucking hairline that's all the way
Even
back
so,
here,
though,
dude. And
even
fucking-
so, you could take the safe way out, but even the safe way isn't a guaranteed way.
Right.
I mean, Jim Carrey talks about how his father could have been a better comedian than him, but his dad was too afraid to pursue his dream and went on to become, I think it was actually an accountant. And he lost his job, and his family was ultra poor, and they all had to work in order to pay their bills. So at the end of the day, that taught him, which you could have went one way with this and another way with this, but that's the difference between a Jim Carrey and a fuck off, is that, he said, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go after everything and see how it goes. And he ended up becoming probably one of the best actors of our generation. Of our generation for sure. And he could do he's done serious movies, funny movies, all sorts of movies. And he's done very well. He's won plenty of awards. And just by saying, you know what, I saw what the safe way gets you. And he was depressed probably about his life. And he fucking failed in that. Might as well fail at what you really want to do.
That's what I love about Jim Carrey. That's kind of part of the inspiration too for the album is the characters that he was saying that he's playing. You can play whatever character you want, but at the end of the day, you're fucking nothing. You know what I mean? You're just like this speck of dust floating in the air. And he's a little wild, but
he's got a lot of mental issues. But at the end of the day, I believe a lot of the things he says.
I think he's woke as fuck.
I mean,
I
yeah.
hate that word.
Mental issues.
We live in a weird. I wanted to bring this up.
If anyone is, though, I would say Jim Carrey's one.
Probably what.
Yeah,
But it's like
he
in
just
this country.
understands
Maybe I
things that
hate
other
it.
people
I
don't.
probably hate it because of how it's been used for other
Yes.
people and these people that are using for themselves that are just, it's just.
Well, it's funny. It's like in America, you have these like fucking like conservatives are like, you got to wake up. But if you're woke, if you're a liberal, it's like really weird. If you're not woke, you're awake. But if you're awake, you're woke. It's like, I don't, you know what I mean?
I'm confused, you know.
But I'm telling you, am I right though, dude? It's like, what the fuck? Like how? Like it's like if you're woke, it's bad. But they're telling people that America needs to wake up. It's like, so okay, what is it?
Woke is just seeing life as it is, which is literally just like it's fucking imaginary. It's a fucking dream, dude.
Fugazi, it's a fugazi.
I mean, I would.
Fugazi is
The idea of what woke is pushed these days is definitely ridiculous and not really how life is. Life is very brutal and very honest and very truthful. And at the end of the day, you could sit there and make up as many things as you want and try to view life as much as you want. And I guess, like everything is like not objective. Everything's like
Subjective?
Subjective.
Yes. Like everybody has their own. Everybody has their own. view of life, because I'm, you know, he lived a certain life, I lived a certain life, you did, and even though we're all here, we definitely, all four of us probably maybe have some similar ideas, but we definitely will have some ideas that are totally different from each other, and that's based on where you've grown up and everything. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's like perception is reality. I don't care what anybody says.
Righteous.
How you
Love
see
that
it.
shit. Cool. All right, well, now we're bouncing again. Fucking right back to Chance over here.
Well, let's lead it, Kyle.
What's that?
Lead it, Kyle. You're the
Leading it,
interviewer.
baby. Hey, man, we're here all night. Fuck, man. Soon live events, man. Be great, but fucking enough with that, dude. All right, man. So listen, dog. Your fucking brother was telling me over the week, bro. You
Pussy
got
boy.
this fucking video game competition you're supposedly hosting.
Yeah.
Trying to get people in and whatnot. Go ahead. Advertise the fuck
What
out of it.
games?
Get me into it. Tell me the goddamn games, man, because every now and then I'm still playing a little Xbox, bro. But give it to me. Give it to me.
Well, right now I was just trying to think of a way, because every time we get, because I'm focusing on building up just connections throughout the city, like all artists, trying to get them all together. And so far, everything we do is work.
Yeah.
You're going there, you know, you got to get yourself in a certain mindset before you perform, so you can't really hang out and mingle. You know, it's work.
Yeah.
So what I was trying to think of a way we can get everyone together, still within the scene, all that and whatever. And I was just thinking video games.
Yeah.
Video games is a way to chill out. And, you know, why not make a little money at it? Figured set up a competition, get some of the biggest artists in the city, and whoever else thinks they could whoop their ass at.
That's what's up.
2K, Madden, in
Yeah.
the future. A lot of people have been mentioning to me Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Well,
Come on.
We got
If
some
you
good
ever
ass
do
games.
Tekken, call me. I'll beat the fuck out of
Tekken.
everybody.
A lot of people fighting games. Yeah.
Everyone loves fighting games. Super Smash Bros. Shit like
I
that.
wouldn't know how
dude.
that would work, though. What, do you just pick one character and go throughout the tournament like that? Or how would the fighting games work? Or I guess you could always pick a different one.
Yeah.
You just got to win.
Yeah, I guess it's all rules.
mean,
if you got a
yeah,
set of rules,
do 10
obviously you
games.
could put it, but obviously, like, you would
Just
just
set
do
up
like a bracket.
A
bracket,
Yeah, it's all
yeah.
bracket, and then if it's one character, it's your rule, bro. It's all about the rules if you set them.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I guess that
otherwise,
makes
I think you should be able to change your character, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to do that with like some Madden or something. That'd be sweet as fuck to see someone.
Well, that's what we're thinking. Sports first. 2K, Madden.
It's easier with sports, but you would just follow the same formula for fighting, you know?
Exactly.
I go against you, you beat me, then you play Kyle, you know, whoever the winner of Kyle and Dross is, you know what I mean?
No, you're right.
love that shit. That's fucking what's up, dude. I think that'll be a great way for connections to be made and all that different shit, dude.
Where are you guys hosting it?
Fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say before
Yeah.
we transition, I got to shout out Mid Lane Chicago. This
Mid Lane
guy,
Chicago.
It's like I would consider like an esports arena. It's not the size of an arena per se, but
Yeah.
they got like 50 computer setup, TV setup. You know what I mean? There's
Right.
a bar there. They do shows. So I mean, their whole thing is gaming tournaments. So we just shot a cypher there.
Uh-huh.
You know, the one that's actually about to drop. I don't know when this is dropping, so it might be on
This
time,
coming
but
week. It'll be
the
this
one
coming
that's
week.
about to drop.
Yeah.
April 5th was actually shot at Mid Lane, and that's who we kind of started.
It'll be
chopping it up
before,
about.
so yeah, this will drop before, fucking so.
It's all right
there,
anyway.
so.
We'll let them know. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck
Come
yeah,
on now.
dude. Let them all know, man. Woo! I like that, bro. That's something, man. Yeah, you gotta let us all know, cause I'll come around to that shit, dude. I'll try my hardest on something, man. Fuck.
And it's an interesting way to like get people together.
I'll start practicing.
It's not
Got an
just like
Xbox.
we're getting
I'll
together,
work
drink
on
some
that. I'll get
beers
Tekken,
and shit
come
like
on
that. It's
over,
like
we'll
we're gonna
training
play
days.
some games, maybe
Train
make some
me.
money. I don't know if we're
I'll
gonna
have
put
to
money
wear
into
a
it. but-
kimono.
Kimono,
Some
team
money.
kimono, man.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's do that, dude. I'm not good at Madden, but I'll be on your team. But you gotta wear a kimono, dude.
I'll wear a kimono.
Hey, maybe I'll have you guys over there, and you guys could be like announcers for it.
Dude.
You know what I mean? Be like,
Please, Chance.
2 komodos?
Please,
Dude,
dog.
fuck yeah, you gotta do it.
Dude,
fire.
I got one for you, man. You know I do. I got
know.
at least 9
It
or
might
10
be,
of these.
it might be a
bitches.
fucking baby on me because you're fucking way bigger than I am.
Oh, dude, yeah, the triple X. But shit, man, you look
But
like
it's
a king.
You gonna look like a king.
Satin sheets, baby.
Hey.
Yeah. I always like just when groups of people do different things together in terms of like, for instance, like where I work now, they take us on like events like that all the time that have nothing to do with what we do for a living sales wise and stuff, but it gets people like together and, you find out that, you guys can actually be friends and get to know each other. And like, I try not to be too friendly people at work because you never know. Because I mean, at least when
Snakes.
I was,
Raiders.
well, yeah, well,
Snakes all around us,
gotta be,
bruh.
you never know, especially if like you're a manager.
It's
or
St.
something like
Patrick
that, you
over
gotta
here.
Be careful. But it is nice to like meet with people on a different playing field. It's to see, oh, you know what, we're not just people in suits working all day. We're actually doing something. So it's cool. You have all these rappers now meeting to play some video games and shit like that.
Yeah.
Just chilling. You'll find out who really likes each other though. I'm telling you right now. 'Cause if someone gets starting lose, you ever play games with someone and they turn the video game off when you start winning? That shit.
That's why I stopped playing video games. Cody will know. Cody will tell you.
Fucking angry.
Any controllers,
Dude, for real.
I'm like, I just can't play anymore.
I've taken Madden and thrown. I had like Madden 2005, and I was losing my ass, and I took the thing out of the game system and threw it at the wall, and it like shattered into a bunch of pieces. And I was like, I'm sorry.
That's what they do. Yep.
I'm sorry.
Dude, I feel terrible now for playing video games. That's why I don't pick it up anymore. Like, I feel like I know there's like a whole thing with it, and it's relaxing and it's people's vices, but I just can't do it. I can't let myself play.
Well, I found a new respect for it once I seen these cats making money.
Yeah.
I told everybody, and I take it back, to certain people, that you're wasting your time like just playing video games. Like, get you some goals, homie. But then the second homie's like, fool, I just made some bread off this. I was like, all right, my fault. There you go.
Good,
I
bro.
guess that's
Some
true,
of those
yeah.
guys, some of those guys make fucking.
If I was good enough,
money.
but it's not a
Apparently, it's the
passion.
biggest media viewed industry in the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like the only one touching the views on that is like porn.
Well, I think it's because all those guys.
sense.
Because those guys get
big.
like,
Here's
Those
about
people
music,
like
games,
watching
as
people.
far as
Dude.
views.
Fucking
Yeah.
people
and
love
those
watching.
guys that watch those games after the game's over, they shoot right down to the porn, so they keep it fucking.
And then it comes down.
Everything is so
might be-
stimulated.
he might be-
Oh!
Just constant stimulation, just like
Yeah, man. That's why these kids are all fucked up. These
yeah,
days,
dude.
man.
Go outside and play with a stick. Fuck.
So you get to win some money though if you win the tournament, right?
Yeah. So what I'm hoping is at least an $800 pot. It'd be a
That's pretty
$50
good.
buy-in. It all depends on how many people
Yeah.
sign up. Though I can't obviously offer a $800 pot if only 3 people sign up.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll get some people rounded up, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
it's
not
a
hard,
good ass
dude.
idea.
Who's gonna say no to that unless they really have like a job or something like that? Like, come on, play some video games.
Dude, we get all the nerds,
Right.
man. Yeah, you broadcast this shit around, dude. You advertise a couple places, bro. People
Dude,
come. People
all the
fucking-
anime
you grab a
black
pot,
guys,
you get
dude.
A bunch of people to throw in 10 to I
Yeah.
don't know, $50.
Dude,
even.
some flyers in the
Rock and
city
roll,
around
bro.
that area, motherfuckers will show up to the door.
You're gonna get a bunch of Israel Adesanya's there, dude. All those like anime black guys, the guys that love anime.
They love it, dude.
There's a specific
They don't fucking
meme.
love me, dude.
Yeah, holy shit, it's Broly. Like, Broly on
That
acid.
shit. That's fucking what's up, man. All right, cool. We're gonna bounce back to the artist over here.
What's up?
Fuck yeah, man. So you and I have been kind of diddling around with your video coming out. When are you trying to drop this next video you got?
All right, so this video we've been working on is it's called Above the Surface. I don't know if I'm gonna just call it The Surface, but it's a song about mental health and specifically men and their relationship with their fathers, family issues, shit like that. That's something I've been dealing with my entire life, and I think all of us have a fucked up past with our fathers, and there's other
dog.
people except for you. The one time he flipped the table, but
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Well, he gets a little mad. He was a little
Yeah.
mad. He was there. Chance was there. When he flipped that table, he came in that house. I passed out. I thought he was going to knock me out. I passed out, shit my pants, and I was like, oh, fuck, dude. He came in the fucking garage, flipped that shit, dude. He thought I was on something. I was drunk and scared, man. He told me the next time, he said, not many people knew I shit my pants, man, but I was like,
It's okay, dude. My dad definitely made me shit my pants before.
he
my
comes,
God.
He says, the next time I find you fucking around, I'm knocking you out. I said, yeah, all right. In my head, I was like, just got to be sneaky about it. Fucking thought I was sneaky. We in the garage drinking. He goes, oh, hey. He comes in the garage. He goes, come on outside. I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, no. I was like, dude, I'm done for. I am looking at him. Tunnel vision. I go, I got to poop, dude. And then black, dude.
Oh man, that's the last thing you think about is I gotta poop. You know you're gonna
I got
shit
to
your
poop.
pants.
And then I woke up. I woke up with pants full of shit. I said, no way, dude. I said, I'm fucking 19 years old, man.
I would have thrown those pants away and never talked about them ever
I
again.
didn't, I didn't tell anybody for a couple years, and now everyone gets to know.
Yeah, there was one time I came.
Myself now.
I don't give a fuck.
We were having a party. If you want to edit these names out, you can later on. But there was a party I went to, and I think it was April Guzzi's house, and I got drunk, and then I drove home like a retard. And my dad came downstairs when I got home late as fuck, and he knew I was drunk because he smelled it on me, and I had to shit too. And my dad was getting pissed, and he punched me in the stomach, dude. And I shit all over myself and had to go to the bathroom. And the shit was all over the bathroom. I was like, this is so
Trying to
horrible.
one up my story, dude.
Oh hell no, dude. There's nothing to one up there, dude. That shit was fucking. I was so fucking embarrassed, dude. I was like, I can't believe my dad made me shit my
That's
pants.
funny shit. All right, I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
No, sorry. Put a little light on the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let me darken it up a little bit.
Do what you were talking about.
Well, like,
just two people
it's okay
with
to laugh
pants full of
about
shit.
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, you got to lighten up the situation a little bit. So, I mean, I don't feel like I can't go from that to like the.
Mental illness. dude.
Back to your mental illness.
It's not mental illness. What I'm saying is,
yeah, it's relationships with daddy, man.
okay, I pissed myself once. I
Keep
never
going.
shit myself
You're
with
all
my
good,
dad.
dude. All good.
But yeah, anyway, this song's a little dark, but I don't know when it's gonna come out yet. My goal is to have at least 6 videos that all connect together, and then have a set to open up for people in the city. Find a booking agent, get some features.
Yeah.
So it's all in the works. I have some numbers, some red buttons I could press, but I'm not ready yet. So.
Okay.
But that's the goal. But that video is going to be pretty dope. And it's going to set up a stage for all the characters. They're going to start growing separately and eventually come together in one.
That's what's up. All right.
But that's the entire thing of the album, dude. Like, it's just my creativity is, like, insane right now. And I want to, like, capitalize on it and create the story, this interconnected thing with these characters. And every day it changes. You know, one character becomes something else, and then it's that. And then as I'm writing another song, something else will fucking pop up. I'm like, this fucking makes sense. Yeah. And it's weird. It's like the universe is sending me this story that I asked for. And it's like I'm just living it out. So that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. I don't know where I'm going to end up. I don't know where I'm going to go. I got some dope-ass music video ideas right now that I want to shoot in the city. I just wrote another fucking song that's dope as fuck just this morning. Like, I'm just going to keep going.
He's working every day down here in this cabin.
Yeah, and this
he's in the woods.
Thank God for Brian and Cody, dude. They're basically just housing me here. It's like, yo, keep working, keep doing it. Without these guys, I wouldn't be able to do it because I'd be stressed about food and nicotine. And they're like, here's food, here's nicotine, just keep writing.
Yeah, fuck
you know.
Dude. Hell yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's you must be doing something right when other people believe in your dream as much as you do.
I mean, I believe in it 100%. I don't think I've ever known anything more than this. I like see the end. I know what it's going to look like. It was a decision away. And when I was gone, you know, maybe that's the way it was supposed to go. Like, remember when we did that video? Like, I always bring it up because that's where the characters came up. When we went to Walmart and shit, and we shot that in Grinchie, or the Grinch, you know what I mean? And dude, it's like this thing. It was like on the top of my nose. It was always here, and now it's just materializing into this idea that the album's not going to be out for probably another year until I get like some dope ass features and shit. But
I get you. Are you going to try and go play some like live events in a sense?
Oh, of course.
Like,
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, this is phase 2, okay? Season 2. This is training season right now.
Right.
So it's finishing the music, doing the music videos, content, and then practice, and then I'm going to go out to the city. Hopefully Chanse could show me around and you know what I mean, and like just start hitting every fucking show I can. Just go out there.
Shit,
like,
man, you could even go on the street corner and just start doing something.
Dude,
no one would put a bucket in front of you. People will pay you for that shit. And you can put your video up and do live.
We did that on the West Coast.
Dude,
he was our number one moneymaker over
there
here.
You go,
dude, we did all this
shit.
shit.
On the corner with the guitar, everybody paying.
It's exactly what we did.
That like doing that kind of stuff, it all leads up to one thing. There's nothing too much you can do in terms of that, like playing live, doing things like that on the side, writing your music, making music videos. You're doing everything you can possibly do to make this work.
Oh, it's going to work. I will do whatever the fuck it takes, dude. Like, I have like a notebook full of ideas that I could do on the streets and shit.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Not whatever it takes, but
don't worry.
But enough.
Almost whatever it takes.
Like, I've been, bro.
He's like, I'll touch your butt cheeks.
I've been making myself look like a fucking idiot. Dude, I'm doing things that I would never do ever, but like some of it are working, some of it's not. It's kind of embarrassing here and there, but like at least I'm fucking trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's inevitable.
Like, I'm trying.
Man. I mean,
it's a sad thing. I know how much music's been a part of your life since I've always known who you were. It's sad that you took off 3 or 4 years of your life stop doing what you really
Dude, it was more like 6-7 years. I fell in love. I thought I was going to be dating this girl for a long time. I got a nice job, a safe job, worked my way up through it, spent fucking 70 hours a week at that job just to end up broke again in a fucking apartment or a condo that I was alone at. I didn't even have a fucking dinner table like in the other thing. Yeah. And then it hit me one day. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? This is not my passion. It's just not. And now I'm back, and I got nothing, but I'm so fucking happy, dude. Like, the energy is flowing. Like, the music I've been writing is going towards, it's in my head. It's designed for performance. So, like, I'm thinking on stage I'll be changing costumes and hyping people up and be like, yo, who's for Grinchie? People that like Grinchie's music will fucking go over here. Like, I'm already thinking how the show is going to look like.
If you have a whole ensemble change, I mean, that would be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of choreography. If you make that shit smooth, I'm telling you, it'll be hard not to draw people.
Well, I don't want to be different. Like, I think I'm mentally different, or I'm just crazy. I don't know. But the way I imagine the shows too, it's just like these personalities come out and there's like costume changes, and I'm even working on like the way I move, you know, like on stage. Everyone's got to have a stage presence, right? Like the way you rap or the way you sing, and I'm already fucking making up moves and shit. Like I'm doing weird shit. I'm doing weird shit.
TikTok videos.
If you read any books about manifestation or anything about that, and I've been really diving into that, especially with like numerology and all this shit.
Yeah.
But when you're manifesting something, there's no amount or limit to what you should manifest within that. When you manifest a goal, you got to manifest what's inside that goal. Like, what's it going to taste like when you're there? What's it going to smell like? What are you going to hear? Who are the people are going to meet? What's the people going to look like when you meet them? The people that are famous or whatever.
Dude,
What's it going to be like having a conversation with like a Jay-Z or something like that? Even that's crazy. That's a crazy huge goal. But I'm saying that the more you manifest that stuff, you're literally painting a picture that the universe is going to give you.
I could fucking smell it. I could taste it. I could
Exactly.
feel it.
And that's part of it, dude.
And it's so real to me right now that maybe this is why this music is coming to me. I don't know. Maybe this is why we're all together here. I don't know. Maybe because Kyle's doing the podcast thing. It's like, dude, we've talked about this forever. You've talked about the ciphers. You know, you wanted to get back into the drums. Like, Cody's been sitting here trying to be the glue, like coming into my life here and there saying, like, yo, fool, stop being a dumb fuck. Let's start making music again. And I'm like, nah, this is fine. It's not fine.
You're like lying
And
to
now
yourself.
finally, we're all here together. You know, like I swear to God, I don't think this is for no reason.
Nah.
I think something big's about to pop off. With all of us put our heads together, something big has to happen.
100%. 100%.
You know?
Like I said, the only people who fail at what they love and want to do are the people that give up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no way in hell that the universe won't reward someone who's going to bust their ass, even though you've had some setbacks here and there. There's no way in hell the universe is going to.
Colonel Sanders is
It's not
69.
for you, brother.
Yeah.
Fucking, you're good. You can keep trying, but you're never going to make it. No. You're going to fucking make, just like all of us. We keep putting hard work, fucking Chances well with NFO, all the different things he's doing, fucking Zach and I with this pod and whatnot. It's going to keep going as long as you keep pushing.
Yeah.
You never fucking give up again. You never keep going. You're back times fucking 100, bro. You've
Yeah.
put more effort into this than you ever have before.
Oh,
so,
100%.
yeah.
Well, I just feel a different presence around you in terms of just you're more positive. It doesn't seem like you're depressed or sad. I mean,
I get sad.
well,
Trust
I'm
me.
sure, but I'm saying, but you know what I mean. You can smell it on someone if they're not doing what they really want to do. If they're not if they're not in a
You feel the
situation.
energy.
You were here when you were working that job and living in that apartment. I remember that. I never went to your apartment, but I know you were living there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just that is just to me as a musician myself, and knowing how that feels when you're ignoring what you should be doing. That's horrible, man. Like, that is
It's
like
soul
literally
draining.
It's killing yourself.
Soul fucking draining.
100%.
Bro. Like I'll tell this story like fucking The Rock. He always says, "Oh, I was at my lowest. I had $7 left." And bullshit. Your dad's rich. You had plenty of money.
He might have had $7, but he could have been like, "Dad, I need some money."
Yeah.
Yeah, seven of his own situation, probably. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
he's probably a heavy-spirited individual, like not about to mooch off his dad.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think his dad and him had a really good. Fuck it. Anyways, go on to your story.
I don't know. I was just.
No,
I'm
don't
just
start
in a-
bashing the Rock dad.
No,
fool.
I'm not saying my story's like better or not, but I'm just like I was at a point where I was literally looking at a tree. My mom was gone. I probably am not gonna see her for years, and she's the only fucking family that I have. The girlfriend fucking left. You know, like I had nothing in the house. Like I was just done. Dude. I was 100% ready to go.
Absolutely.
And I've tried before, and that's kind of like where the characters come in, because like in my mind, it's like, what if I didn't wake up?
Right.
So all these characters are technically like an extension of an afterlife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what if I didn't wake up? What if this is a fucking dream? What if I'm still in the fucking hospital right now?
Right. Yeah.
You know, and I didn't wake up. Because the last thing I remember is being in a hospital is like the lady there saying like, who do I call when you go into a coma?
Thank you.
That's the last thing I remember.
Okay,
Isn't
I
that
didn't,
scary?
I didn't know that you were in the
Terrifying.
hospital. If you don't ask
Yeah,
me what
dude,
happened.
it was a long time ago. But yeah, I took a shit ton of pills and then drank. And then Kyle actually woke me up. And I remember the morning after. And I remember being in this underworld place. It looked like it was like an apocalyptic California. It was like fire here and there, broken buildings, and I remember I was stuck there and I couldn't get out. And I see these two big ass hands just fucking from the sky come and scoop me up, and then me like running away from these like demon things. And I knew I wasn't supposed to be there. And then I wake up and Kyle's just smacking the fuck out of me. You know what I
Fucking
mean?
here to save you, dog. You need you.
Yeah.
Not your time yet, motherfucker.
you
The
know to be-
thunderstorm isn't over, baby.
How did
Fuck.
you know that to be there? Like, were you
His girl called me. His
Yeah,
girl called me.
so-
She was freaking out. She called me, and then I happened to be awake. We were partying most of the night, and then I got a call, and I was like, we got to go.
Yeah.
I had the girl I was with at the time, and fucking zoomed on over.
Yeah, me and my girl back in the day, Faith, I remember her. She couldn't wake me up by herself, so she ended up calling him, And then he finally woke me up. And then I started a bitch fit. I was like, God damn it, it didn't work. So I started punching walls and shit. And, like, I'm completely blue by this time. Like, I'm fucking blue, purple. Like, my liver's killing me. All the shit's shutting down. I barely can hear anything. Yeah. It felt like I was underwater. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I was so toxic. You want to take a break?
Yeah, we'll pause. We're at the... Yeah, perfect. Wow, that was perfect. All right. Be right back. All right, we're back.
All right.
All right. Back. Yeah, continue. We had to take a little break. This will stop happening eventually, but whatever.
Time Kyle ripped Ross out of the pits of hell.
Pretty much.
Yes.
So anyway, I want to try to make the story shorter. Yeah, Kyle fucking finally woke me up. Then the homies showed up. Then I ended up going into my shower and just laying there. And nobody was calling the hospital. Nobody was calling the police. Nothing. I was literally dying in the bathtub. And then Johnny finally came in, our homie. He also saved my life. So there's two people, two angels that came in. And he was like, dude, why is nobody calling the fucking ambulance? This guy's fucking purple over here. And dude, my entire body was on fire. I can't even describe like the feeling it was. It was like my liver, my kidneys, my hearing was gone, and I was just like, just fucking in my mind, I was like, just go, just leave. Like, you don't want to be here anymore. I don't know why I'm like this or why I did it, but I was just in a really low spot then. And, you know, finally a cop showed up and he's like, if you don't come, I mean, I was bitching and complaining, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, I'm not going shit. My mom's gone. Like, she's going to be pissed. Like, I can't do this. And then finally he was like, well, I'm going to have to put your handcuffs if you don't go with. So I was like, all right, whatever. Go into the ambulance. They start checking my shit. And then now from there on, everybody was freaking out that was around me because they saw that I was literally dying. Yeah. You know, and eventually I remember just being on the hospital bed and everyone freaking out around me. And then I don't know if I fell asleep or if they gave me like a shit ton of caffeine. And then they wanted to do dialysis on me, which is like whatever that tube is to your main artery to cleanse your blood. I said, no, fuck you guys. I didn't want to do that. So I wrote it out. They gave me a shit ton of charcoal to eat and water and caffeine and kept me up, apparently. But anyway, like that's kind of also where Nemo comes in, is that like super high and super low character where you can get to. So that's why in the music video, he kind of off himself and goes into the underworld. Right. And then you come in and pick him back up. So like my entire life is going to be like divided in three characters. And, you know, and there's a lot of motherfuckers out there that are struggling with that shit, you know, but it's going to get lighter. It's like, it's all going to get like at a higher frequency, you know. It's like,
you got to tell the whole story
and all that stuff.
You got to tell the whole story.
Yeah.
There's good parts or bad parts, doesn't matter.
Yeah. And I want to just, you know, I only say this story because I know there's people out there that feel the same way, sitting at home by the goddamn selves, and they got, especially men, they got nobody. You know, girls don't fucking look at you anymore unless you got some shit. That's how they are, unfortunately.
Most of them.
Yeah. I got lucky.
Yeah, sometimes you get lucky.
But, you know, at the end of the day, there is mental health in this country is horrible.
Yeah.
You know, men are two times more likely to kill themselves. Men are 2 times more likely to die at a job. You know, there's so many things that, you know, when they get in this whole like gender thing, you know, I'm not misogynistic by any means. I'm not against women or any kind of shit that people want to pin me for saying what I have to say. But like, there's like a situation where, like you said, women get like, I'll make it easy. Remember when you like had sex ed when you were like in 5th grade? Like women got fucking pamphlets, phone numbers to call. Fucking, we got like, here's your dick. Like, have a good one, man. Like, you know, and there's no like, this shows you like, there's no fucking like guidance, you know, especially as a man. You learn from other men, boomer dads like my dad and everything. Are just like, don't be a pussy. What kind of fucking, what does that mean when you say don't be a pussy? I come with you for real advice, but they got that from their cold ass dads, and it's just created this generation of us. Of our generation of very depressed people that have, naturally depressed people that have a lot of questions and are very, you know, also are kind of chastised for feeling, you know, manly qualities or feeling, you know, having manly thoughts. You know, being a man these days, it's like they want you to be super sensitive, but then they want you to have a bunch of money, have all this shit, and there's no guidance, there's no way to get to that point. And I don't know, I think we have a serious situation in this country where like men are asked to do a lot and told to basically deal with whatever they feel like however you feel. You know, like you said, you had to give up your dream and start working a job you fucking hate. There's a lot of guys that
it was my choice. It had nothing to do with anybody but me.
But there's a lot of guys that do that.
Yeah.
And it's horrible that you felt that you had to do that.
Yeah.
That's a horrible situation. And that's where a lot of men are at in this world, in this country especially.
Well,
I feel like a lot of, you know what I mean? It's a lot more acceptable these days to get therapy. Though, you
Oh,
know what I
100%.
mean? And I feel like because we work with an older cat from an older generation, you know what I mean? Just talking about how weak all these kids are, and just we hear from a different perspective that perhaps the kids these days
Soft.
what's it call it? Yeah, like
Yeah, they're soft.
You actually, as much as you do think you had to set like like if you cry about something, you'd be like, oh, okay, no, you know what, Zach, you're right. You don't have to do it. That is hard.
Oh yeah.
Like, these days it is.
But it's designed to make men weaker in a way. And there's also like these thoughts of like you can't feel these certain emotions, you can't feel anything. Like you talk like jealousy, for instance. It's never any emotion you feel. It's good to feel every single emotion that you can as a person, because like you said, when you saw those cypher videos, you were like, I just started writing.
Yeah.
You took a wow, I want to do that, and made it into something. Where some people are like, oh, Chance is getting lucky. He's just meeting some people that can kind of rap. They don't have they don't do anything. They have all this time in the world to do that stuff. Instead, you were like, oh, I'm just gonna start writing.
Well, it's perspective. I have a goal now.
Exactly.
Before, I was just kind of roaming around nowhere, trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with me, and I figured it out because I wasn't following my path. I was fucking strayed away from it, and that's why I felt fucking stupid. I just felt dumb, and everybody else in my life at that point, like I was alone, and they were just using me to get their own way, and I didn't see it, and I wasn't surrounded by people that truly fucking give a shit about me. I just wasn't, and now I'm here around people that give a fuck.
Yes, men. You don't want to be around those kind of people.
Yeah. And I don't know. But when you're talking about, like nowadays everyone's going to put a Band-Aid on you, give you some pills and be like, okay, we'll feel bad for you. Like at one point it's like I wanted somebody to feel bad for me because nobody was feeling shit for me. No one knew what the fuck was going on. Right. But at the same time, I was being quiet. I didn't speak out. I didn't ask for help. I didn't tell anybody how I was feeling except for like one or two people.
Pride, man.
Pride.
That shit
You know what I mean? I just sat by my goddamn self and drank my fucking pain away because I didn't want to bother anybody. And there's a lot of guys that get to that point. It's almost like that torture shit, like with the little drop on your forehead. Do that 1,000 times. It's going to drive you nuts. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing. It's not like I'm weak. It's not like I'm a pussy. It's just like, it gets to you. Dude, I remember being 8 years old looking out the window at a 9-story building. Like, I want to jump. I don't know why, but that worm, that demon is inside of me and always been. Yeah. And it's like maybe my life is to try to figure out how to beat it. How the fuck do you defeat that motherfucker and show other people that it's possible? Right. Maybe that's my purpose. Yeah. Maybe that's why God put me through this so much fucking pain. 100%. But just thinking about it makes me want to fucking cry.
Well, I believe that everybody in life, your goal should be to become the most virtuous, best version of yourself in any aspect. And I'm not talking about going to the gym every day, drinking green juices and shit. I'm just talking about doing what you're supposed to be doing and what you feel like you're supposed to be doing. And, and when you manifest something, you say, I really want to do this certain thing, whether it's you want to be the NFL, if you want to be a famous singer, if you want to be a famous rapper, you have to like stick to it and actually do it and not fucking give up. And it's fucking hard, dude. I mean, to make it in what you both want to do is extremely hard. Yeah. And it's not, there's no one that's ever done that and been like, yeah, I just woke up one day and I was famous. It doesn't work that way at all.
Some people do.
I mean, you've been at it.
Some people do.
Yeah, but that those people are involved in some other shit too.
Yeah.
At like fucking Illuminati shit. Selling their soul and getting fucked.
Here we go.
That's 100% true.
Here we go.
How long have you been on? How long have you been in on it? Like in doing this, doing rap?
On it? What, the Illuminati? You've been in on it.
We got an inside guy here.
I'm Jesse Ventura. Why don't you tell me about the Illuminati parties, Chance?
No, I've been NFO since, I think, 2014. Though.
That's 10 years. That's a decade of your life you've been dedicated to this. And you're still working your ass off. How many years have you been doing this? Because you've been doing this since high school you were in bands, at least I remember.
Dude, I was going hard from 10 years old until about 22.
And now you're back up to it.
Yeah, and at 22 I started to slow down, wanted to have a relationship, did all that bullshit. And then now, literally a year ago, I just went ham, like all out.
There you go.
And this is where I'm at now. This whole concept. So,
I mean, just to keep it going that long is impressive and not giving up. So many people like pick up an instrument when they're fucking 14, learn Stairway to Heaven and Smoke on the Water, and then they're like, yeah, I'm good. And they never do anything. They give it up. And even if
got it down.
Yeah, and they give up after like 2 years. They don't do it ever again. Where it's hard to keep a hobby up, and it means you actually truly love what you do.
Out of everybody that when the West Coast and Cody and Chance, when we did the Lucid Experience and did that kind of thing all the way through, Chance was the only motherfucker that came back here and kept fucking going, dude. Like, he was the only one. And I remember watching videos from you two. Like, it reminds me of me now that you were like on Instagram. I was like, motherfuckers, like this post. Like, I don't want to go to work anymore. Like, you motherfuckers better comment on this goddamn post. I'm sick of this shit.
I think I was up early as hell that day. Like, hey,
Yeah.
fool, I'm trying to clock the fuck out permanently. You
Yeah.
guys better like this shit.
Yeah, like, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. I was at that point. Grinchie was at the same point. It was like, yo, what the fuck are you guys doing? Can't you see? Like, I'm trying to make this fucking thing happen. And it was just a couple of weeks ago. I felt the same way. And I was like, damn, dude. It goes around, comes around. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
It's amazing what goes viral though. It's like the saddest
it's
fucking
fucking
shit will
outrageous
go viral.
what goes viral,
like,
man.
It's either a chick, fucking shaking her ass or a cop brutally beating someone. It's just like, and they get a million views. It's ridiculous.
I think most people like us, we get rewarded way later in life. It's like we get our struggles, we get our lessons, we get all this pain, we get our shit rocked our entire life. And then one day something clicks and it all pays off at once.
Do you guys believe in past lives?
Oh, yeah.
Do you believe that maybe in a past life you guys both had it very easy and then you had to pay for it in this life?
I don't know. I feel like I'm paying for my ancestors'
Deep.
mistakes.
That is deep.
It is real
I
deep.
couldn't imagine me ever have anything easy though. You did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, of course you can. And I'm not saying taking light of anything. We've all been through something. I'm not saying that taking light of anything. I know, especially you and everything.
Everyone's got their own path.
Exactly.
Fuck.
But I mean, like if you believe in past lives, there's been in like things like Buddhism, and they talk about where you kind of do pay for the sins of your past life, and then your job is to overcome those in your next life and become a better person, so you can get to a better situation. In that.
I honestly think I kind of believe in this whole reincarnation cycle, and I think I'm at my last one. Just if you look at my life and you look at like my generation, I think I'm like paying for my family's curses.
So you think
Generational sin. We've talked about.
you think you're on Earth 1, huh?
I don't know what Earth I'm in.
Sex,
No,
don't
seriously.
start.
Seriously.
He's doing it. I don't care. You can go for it.
I'm
It's
serious.
interesting.
I'm dead fucking serious. I think I'm in my last stage. I think
Goes with my theory then.
that video you sent me with the 12 stages or whatever, or reincarnation, I think I'm on the 12th one, where it's like either I die and my generation ends and I just, whatever, my spirit goes
You go to
somewhere
heaven
else.
or hell.
Heaven or hell. Or if I succeed and I finish the task and I ascend somewhere else. And also on the 12th reincarnation cycle, you're supposed to find like your twin flame. Maybe that's why I'm such a fucking romantic. Just want to get married and have kids and shit. I'm like, I'm not ready yet, but like, I got to find them.
You all know about like numerology?
Well, I do
Oh,
because of
shit.
you.
Yeah, you do.
I'm always looking at the clock at 11:11 and 3:33. So I
That
know
shit.
a little
That
something
shit.
about numerology, baby.
I like.
all I know
I like
is
how you're
11.
popping out the Spock. Dude. That's pretty funny.
Well, tell me something about numerology because I don't know
So
shit about
okay,
it.
so take your birthday.
Okay,
and-
September 16th.
Okay, so that's 9/6. So you're a Virgo.
Yep.
9/16.
Look at him.
Hold that mic closer to your face.
Well, my mom was 9/14, so she's a Virgo. So 9/16 in 1994. You said.
Let's just, 92.
What?
92.
We're 92 or 94.
92.
Oh, yeah, but you're
He
older
was
than-
like,
you-
yeah, 92, 91 if you want.
I mean, I was like,
I feel like I'm 25, just so you know.
Well, I
Some
do.
documents in his life, you know?
You're a month older than me.
He's
I
about
don't
45.
I'm 31. I'll be 32 sure. I do not feel the age I'm at, so I totally
Yeah,
understand.
I'm
So you take
18.
your birthday and add all the digits to a single digit. So
I'm not going to do any math right now.
okay, so 9, and then you got 1 plus 7 equals, so what's 7? Was it 17th or 19th?
16.
16. Sorry, 16. So 1 plus 6 is 7, and then that's 9 plus 7 is 16, which is 7 because it's 1 plus 6 equals 7, and then. Or no, hold on. I gotta write this down. No, fuck this.
I was like, you're not going to be able to do this.
I can't do it. I can't even think right now.
Well, it's probably I could do math quick in my head, but then I gotta do it for everyone, and I'm not gonna deal with that because you know what? I'm not a
My
pilgrim.
number is 3. I'm not
Because
gonna lie to you.
because I have. We'll find out
So you
because
add all your,
I'm not a pilgrim. I live in the
Joe
fucking.
did it for me.
So.
Is she into that shit?
Oh yeah.
Every chick that these days that smokes some weed definitely is into it. Plus 1 plus 6 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 2 equals 37. So 3 plus 7 is 10. So you're 1 life path. Now I don't know what every single life path means, but 1 is a male energy life path. It's a very like male dominant energy. You're the way you do things emotionally, anything like that. It's very like, brutish. Not in a bad way. Just you're extreme of everything.
I'm
Don't quote me on
extreme.
everything.
I mean, I'm a softie.
Extremely soft.
I'm a softie. So
Damn.
that's kind of mean. You need to meet the other.
Like high emotion.
No, I get it
Your
though.
emotions
No,
straight high, bro.
no, my emotions are high. So if I'm soft, I'm a squishy little teddy bear. But if I'm fucking mad,
Mad,
I'm
you're
fucking
fucking-
mad.
I saw that
the thing is that-
security camera of you tackling homie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was aggressive. That was
aggressive.
That's what I
5
mean.
yards.
Like, see, there's a switch, you know. For me,
Wally's back there like blowing the whistle and shit. Like, yeah.
dude, I'm a romantic. I'll bring you roses and cook for you, but you know what I mean. And then out of nowhere, I was
So
fucking.
and then
flip the
you're
table.
also a six. You're born. You're 16. You're born the 16th day.
Yeah.
Which 1 + 6 = 7. So you're born on a 7 day. 7 people are usually pretty intelligent or have like intelligent qualities. Even like a 7 a person that's in a 7 is going to be smarter than an average 7 is going to be smarter than the average other numbers.
Yeah, the problem is that.
Damn, I'm pretty sure I'm a number 3.
Here, let's whip
birthday?
it up real quick, Zach.
When's your birthday?
Fucking get the calculator going.
1792.
Oops, fucked up. Hold on a second.
It's a hard one
All
to
right,
crack.
no problem. Yeah.
Hard one to crack.
We're fucking over here playing puzzle games.
This was gonna
man.
be like Chance's an emotional,
You actually are
lovey-dovey guy.
You are 3. And then
Was
was
that
on.
heavy emotion? Heavy emotion?
I don't remember. I mean, like I said, I don't know. I just know
Look
that
it
the
up.
numbers.
Odd to hear.
got a smartphone.
About it.
I mean, we all got smartphones. Anybody got a flip phone here or a Nokia?
We're talking about getting just.
Those are the best phones in the world. They don't
Couple
die.
burners.
Yeah, just in
Couple
case.
burners, man. Fucking safer.
I'll do his.
I'm
first.
thinking about going without a phone for like another 6
Well,
months.
If you can
I
get
was gonna
by.
do his and then I do
thing.
you. As homo as that sounds. Sorry. Numerology number one. Numerology number 1 is ruled by planet Sun, making people with this life path very powerful, hardworking, and self-dependent. The life path 1 is the visionary leader of numerology and has a strong capacity to lead the charge of positive charge of positive change, rather, or at least be a leader. I can definitely see the leader part because in any situation, you guys are both fighting for a dominance in leadership. I've noticed that a million times in our dynamic
that's-
in the areas.
Wait, who?
A purpose.
Me and you?
Yeah.
Not in a
I
bad way.
think we finally
It's-
equalized.
We
though.
equalize it, but when it comes, there's been some
the
things
beginning.
with like creativity sometimes where if we
Yeah.
work on something, it's like, "Grr, this way, no, this way, no, it's got to be this way. It's like,
Well, I think we
purposeful and
just
goal-
take turns. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like,
we
all
do
right,
great together. Just
Yeah.
we got to take turns here.
And then it's like you're a purposeful and a goal-oriented person who has a lot of determination and dedication to reach your goal. What are you doing right now? You know what I
dude,
mean?
I'll do whatever. Well, here's the problem.
I'll do whatever, like I said earlier.
I'll do whatever,
And
dude.
just chat like Vince McMahon's like, let me shit on your head.
Oh God,
No, God damn it.
know,
You hear about that shit?
I don't want to talk about it.
Vince McMahon's probably gonna go to jail for like a long time.
On some Nickelodeon shit.
No,
I mean, he straight up like he would like do like weird shit. You should see it. Just look up the text messages that are up right now of him talking to these chicks and shit. They're pretty rough. And then like apparently him and his buddy were double teaming this one girl, and he got off and just shit on her head.
pooped on her head,
And she wasn't cool with that.
cranium. She was cool
I
with
mean,
it.
at the time probably, yeah, but now she's crying about
To
it.
be honest with you, I hear of a large number of females who are okay with that. I wouldn't doubt that if he's into it, he picked one of those girls who were.
When you have that kind of money, you can do whatever you want.
We need to save
Everybody
this
gets,
fucking
everybody's got a
planet.
conscience until $500,000 is given to you. You know what I
We
mean?
need to save this fucking planet.
Don't get me wrong. It's going to take a lot more than
Oh,
five to shit
the
on
people that are ultra rich is just they're so weird. But
I mean, I get it. Like,
for Life Path 3,
they're driven people, you know.
or
Nothing else to do.
I feel like eventually when you make so much money, it's like, what can I do? Like, you kind of come up with a new challenge of I have billions of dollars. What can I spend it on today? You know?
I bet you I could convince her to let me shit on her face.
And then yeah,
Yeah, I have billions of
man.
dollars. Why don't you go fucking help people?
saying it out loud.
Like, instead of shitting on people's
Well,
faces,
these
why don't you
people-
go feed people?
these people like fucking drink baby's blood and fucking adrenochrome and fucking do all sorts of weird Hollywood ritual shit, dude. They're
That's
not
what
normal
I'm most
people.
excited for.
Yeah, that's
to
it.
blow up, is
Well,
to like start getting, you know what I mean, some of that new
Offers
blood.
or okay.
Well, like when I'm like
Forever.
when I'm like really pumped for it when I do break off if it
you
does
know they
happen.
make cream out of foreskin?
Yes, I
I'm
do.
for it. Though. Hey, if,
Baby
if
foreskin.
this is scientifically proven, your boy down.
No, but like
Thinking about it.
But like at the end of the day, what I can't wait for is if we do pop off and I'm at those parties and I'm like really ambiguous, like who's drinking the baby's blood today? You guys do it today or what? Just like walking to these places talking to Jennifer Aniston, like
They just stare at you.
yeah, just being real loud about it, you know, like. Oh yeah, what's up? Who's going to the island today? You know, how many girls are
You're
there?
gonna be the first one to get kicked out or killed.
Yeah, I know. Whatever. It'll be fun. Oh, and I was gonna reach her. Sorry.
I got your back. I'll protect you, man. I'll do it again.
A number 3 is a spreader of joy and positivity. To them, the world is full of opportunities to express themselves and feel their creative energy. Empathetic. Life Path 3s are more emotionally sensitive and empathetic than the other Life Path numbers, soaking up the emotions of all.
Is that Chance's?
Yahtzee.
Listen, you're emotional. Chance, you soft, bro.
You just heard the word emotional. It means that I understand. Like if I see that Ross is very sad, I'm not going to sit there and try to hurt him.
Well,
I'm gonna be very empathetic to him.
Empathetic,
That's what that
all right.
means. Come on.
He's a nice guy.
There was one time I was really empathetic for Cody. We got off like the school bus because you guys lived by me when we were kids, and he kicked you in the nuts. And I just thought, I was like, because you were like way bigger than him at the time, and I was like, man, when he gets home, that little boy's gonna get his ass whooped. And I've had a lot of empathy for him at that point. I'll tell you how much right now.
Considered myself very empathetic in the moment.
And when you were beating his ass, you felt every bit of the pain.
This hurts me more than it hurts you.
You're like, Pat, when was your birthday? I meant March.
4/25.
Yeah, 4/25. Yeah, you're a couple days after Jay.
94.
Plus 2, plus 5, plus 1, plus 9, plus 9, plus 4. Yeah, you're the 7 life path.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I forgot that so it kind of worked out when Jay and I and him started the podcast. We actually sat in 7, 8, 9 because I'm an 8 life path, and it randomly happened like that because we didn't even know about that when we started the podcast, and then I started learning it from a buddy, and then really digging into this Gary the Numbers guy. Guys, fucking
GG33.
yeah, dude. No, that guy gets hired by basketball teams. He's the one that predicted that Cleveland was going to come back 3 games and beat fucking the Golden State in the championship. He's predicted a lot of teams to win the Super Bowl, and he wins. He's never wrong.
You talk to this guy?
No, I've never talked to him. You can.
Hey, help me.
No, I watched a lot of his videos. You can.
Find his ass in Omega, man.
you can watch-
Fucking-
Psychic on the team.
You can watch a lot of his videos and stuff on YouTube and everything, but like, I mean, you can't. I mean, if I wanted to, I could pay him to get his services, but he's expensive, bro. He's dealing with highline kind of like people that are famous talk to him. Like, you know, he works with he's really good friends with Zerka. If you remember that, John Zerka, this guy's been blowing up on he was on what's Kick and shit. He's like a IRL streamer, and he kind of goes around talking shit to everyone. He has some crazy views about women and all sorts of crazy shit. He's like an Andrew Tate without a filter, if that makes any sense.
He's a cunty guy.
Yeah, he's kind of
He's one of the guys where like as soon as this makes it and I get some leverage here, I got to fight him. I got to. Dude. I just want to. I don't know.
You're like the
Something
same
about it.
size as him, so it works out perfect. He's like 6'4",
He
230
thinks
pounds.
he's bagging bad,
really?
man. No,
He's a big boy.
I might
so
be.
You wouldn't even be a bully at that point.
Oh hell no,
That's a large
dude. Yeah,
individual.
I get to bully the bully.
But every video I see, he gets every video you see of him getting in altercations, he gets whooped.
beat up.
Like whooped. Like the last time he was fighting a guy, he like ambushed some other dude, some black other IRL streamer, and the dude like was smaller than him. He took him down. The only reason why the black dude lost in the end is because he was just so much smaller that when he got on top of him, it was like just wait. You know
he
what
got to totally exhaust himself.
Yeah.
On top of him.
Yeah, so it was like, what are you going to do at that point? But at the beginning, dude, he got hip tossed and everything. It's like, how is this like a 185-pound dude hip
Just like
tossed?
knuckle to the rib, like something.
Oh, dude, I'll poke his eye right out.
Yeah, I know. You got to do what you got to do. And I mean, I'm not much of.
Hey, I'm not above it.
Like fighting his
I've
nipples.
always said this, man. I've always said this, bro.
It's a street fight.
There's 2 types of people in this world. There's dirty fighters and there's losers, dude. So take it as you will, you know, and we'll go from there. But fucking,
I mean,
as soon as I fight someone, dude, you could guarantee you're either losing an eyeball or a dick.
no one in the street fight was ever like, that's not the rules,
Go down
dude.
easy or not.
No one's ever been in a street fight, and during it, some guy said, "Hey, man, that's not the rules, dude. What are you doing?" Like, I've never seen that. I've seen people get their ass
My
whooped.
bad, my bad.
Sorry, I punched you in the nuts.
We're
Fuck
just
that,
chilling
dude.
here, man.
I'm gonna do what Keith Hackney did to that fucking the huge in the one of the old UFCs. I'm gonna punch this dude's thigh as hard as I can until you're going down. I don't care what it does. I don't even care if I hit your dick and balls at the time. You're gonna lose. I have to figure out a way to win because in my mentality, if we're fighting and you could beat me, which I'm not a great fighter by any means, you could kill me. So I feel like you gotta do what you gotta do.
That's how it is, bro. That's how it is, man.
Because if you're by yourself and
figured
you
that
fight
out.
some psychopath,
I
he could
figured that
easily
out
kill
in a
you.
street fight where the kid tried to gouge my eye out. That's where I figured it out.
Dude, your dog is dropping bombs over here, dog. Unless
Yeah.
that's you shitting your pants.
Tootsin'?
No, that's the dog.
God damn.
Tootsin',
He
man.
loves it.
He's like, yeah, he's sitting there.
All right, cool. Well, let's, because I wanted to bring this up and we got sidetracked a lot, but we always get sidetracked here because it's just hanging out, man. We're chilling, man. Chilling with the boys. Fucking, Chance, let's talk about these pods you're about to start up, brother. Fucking, let's get into it. Tell me a little bit about it. If you don't want to give too much about it, hey, no big deal. Throw out the names. Throw it all out there, man.
Give us a little taste.
Yeah, give it a
Yeah,
taste,
well,
man.
okay. So the first one is going to be if you've watched any of the NFO ciphers.
Yeah.
Seisha,
Okay.
who does the interviews. Seisha and Lazy do the interviews. So Seisha and then Joe are actually getting together for the JHO podcast.
Okay.
Well, they'll be interviewing artists, and you know they're trying to just very similar to this in the sense of like hanging out. Like when they interview an artist, you know, to be less about, you know, they're more about the human side of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to see what's up type of thing. It's not always going to be interviews, but so we got that one coming out, and then another one coming out that I'm going to keep a little more under wraps, but we're going to hope to gain a lot out of that one, a lot of connections, a lot of big players. What I will say is I hope to gain a lot of behind the scenes people who you don't really see a lot. Usually the interviews go to, like the artists, maybe even, I mean, really that's it, like the artists, the producers, you know. But like when you find out the person who got them that deal, like they wouldn't have got that deal if they didn't meet this guy who introduced them to them, like meeting those
The
type
plugs,
of people.
the fucking angels that made it happen.
The one thing they say we're missing in the city is, you know what I mean, like a proper media circuit or people in the industry that can help, you know what I mean? But really that's just kind of an illusion because everything else is promoted everywhere else. It seems that way, but we have a lot of giant players here that we're just not all working together yet, and that's a goal of everything we're doing is try to get everyone to work together. Cause
you're like fucking United the Costa Nostra, dude. You're like fucking the mafia, getting all the families together.
That's the exact idea of it. You know what I mean? That's why that's just
Seems like it's slowly happening, man. So I mean,
like I said, every single person that's on there is fire, dude. Every single rapper has just got heat, dude. And I love watching that. I love talented people that can do that kind of stuff. Rapping is always, because I'm a drummer. I can't rap and I can't sing or anything, and it's just always really cool to see guys that can actually do that stuff and use their mind, and some people that can freestyle and it sounds awesome. We talked about like people like Lil Wayne that write the way they do it. They're so unique, and you have to think about when they rap. The words and the lyrics that they use are they're chosen. They're not just bullshit. A lot of people have like misconceptions, especially like people my dad's age, about what rappers are and what they do, because they saw the beginning of it. And back in their day, it was like, so I went to the hat store today and I bought myself
that was still
a hat.
fresh
like,
though.
I know, but it was like,
I think we can make that shit fresh again.
I mean, you probably could.
Hey.
We all dress like that shit.
All about the hat store, baby.
I mean, yeah, I guess you can use some of that style, but like the way the brain developed over time and styles and everything's just improving. So it's like you can't make it's just becoming more and more complicated and complex until like motherfuckers got the neuron chips in their mind and they could freestyle shit like a fucking robot. Forget it.
Like an Eminem.
Yeah, like forget it,
on
dude.
and
Like
and on.
it's just gonna keep getting better and better.
There's some really cool. Like, I don't know if you ever listen. You know, like who KRS-One is. Rapper.
Yeah.
Like I did not. I've heard his music out before. Everybody's heard Rapture and all those songs, but I did not know like he was a crazy freestyle rapper, and that's how he made his point. Because I've watched some videos of him where he just goes on and on and on, and it makes sense and it sounds good. It's not just him just rapping words. I love Action Bronson, and he likes to freestyle, but if he can't put food into it, he's fucked. He can't do anything. It's always like he'll like just start rapping a couple good lines, and I'll be like, yeah, so I got meat at the meat store. It's like, come on.
Food's his game, man.
I know, but
love
it's
food.
like,
Off the top is a totally different fucking game.
Yeah, dude, that's like your brain just trying to figure. Plus the pressure and people watching you, dude, it fucks with your emotions, and then next thing you know,
Talk
you're
about
going, what
practice.
the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, it takes a lot of work, man.
If you watch those ciphers, Heavy Crowns, episode 2, all off at the top. Freshly out the top, no written.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Blew my mind. I didn't believe it until he hit it again, and it was a totally different verse. I was like, holy shit.
We're gonna have to come to these. We're gonna have to go to these.
I love watching
Oh,
them.
man, you're invited to any of them.
Yeah, brother.
Shooting
Absolutely.
the next one on the 7th, secret location, but I'll send it to you.
Send it to me. Fuck yeah, dude.
I like
that.
that you make it exclusive. That's awesome.
No, that's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
And I kind of had a question about the ciphers. Like, when you run through these, is everything one take, like the entire thing, or does sometimes people fuck up on their verses?
Not
You got to
always,
try
yeah,
again?
Yeah. So people will definitely fuck up.
Oh, yeah, I
People
could see
will
it.
definitely fuck up. A lot of cats can do it just one
take.
Boom,
Yeah.
nice and easy. Look like they didn't even think about it.
Right.
But some cats, might take 2 or 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because what we care about most is not to display your ability to hit it in one take, but like your creation. We want your creation at its best.
Yeah.
It's not a freestyle show where we're trying to like
Battle.
prove that you freestyled.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mind the competition of it, but
No, that's always
not
good.
not like we don't care that you did it on the first try. We care that like you sounded amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because my favorite thing about a cipher, because I rap, so when I hear a beat, if I write a verse, say I don't like the verse, or I try to come up with the second one, it's hard for me to come up with a different flow. Like, you know what I mean? In my mind, if I hear that beat, this is the flow that goes.
Yeah.
So to hear 5 other people put their perspective on that, it's like,
Yeah.
it makes you think like, oh, I could have done
This,
pocket,
and that.
this pocket. So
You know what I've been practicing, dude, is writing a certain song or a verse that I wrote to a different beat, and then trying to put out a completely different beat and try to have my brain fix the flow as I go to make it work with no matter what kind of beat. I've been practicing that lately. It's
that's
hard.
super helpful.
It's fucking hard, but think about it. Like, let's say if you have it written already and go, let's say it's a cipher, and you already practiced going through different types of beats and different BPMs, and you already arranged it in your mind. So no matter where you go, you're ready to just Your brain will snap into that pattern. It's fucking cool, but it's hard.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Get you ready to hop up on a sway in the morning or
Type of shit, yeah.
Illinois radio. Shout out Illinois radio.
Fucking
Yeah, because then if they
radio.
try to fuck you with like a shitty beat, you'd be like, it's fine. I got it.
Yeah.
I got
You
this.
know what I mean?
No,
tempo's there.
I don't like so. With like me as a drummer, I like to go to these things called sheds, which is like drummers. It's a way of drummers kind of battling how rap battles go. It's drummers battle, and it's who has the dopest beats, but it's also who can stay in time, who can actually do a fucking crazy fills, but in like an 8-bar or a 16-bar, and you have to count at the same time and come up with everything fresh. And I've played with I've battled like my buddy Brian. Shout out Brian Evans. Like I mean. That guy is, they literally call him the battle drummer, and he's battled some of the best guys in the business, and he has plenty of videos. There's a thing called gospel chops where a lot of these crazy, choppy, ridiculous, like gospel drummers came from. Guys like Eric Moore, Thomas Pridgeon, that are like ridiculous. This is what they grew up doing, was battling guys, and that's how they got really, really good. And like, he was one of the only white dudes that was involved in that they gave him, that they let him do it. And just playing against him and battling him, it's just like he just goes on and on and on and on. It's never ending. He can sit there and battle with you and go against you at any time, and any time signature and anything. And like, that's fucking crazy to me because I found it very hard to stay in time and do crazy fills and try to battle someone, especially him, because that's all he did. That when he came here in 2022, I'd never done that before. So I like learned a whole style of drumming that is kind of like. It's not musical, you know what I mean? It's not, you're not going to be writing songs with that kind of music or that kind of drumming, but it's still crazy to see what people can come up with, how creative they are, and how there is no rules,
It's just being around it.
Yes, and
Being around it,
seeing
take the
amazing drummers.
inspiration, dude. Like I just went to the city with Cody to go work, and then we ended up going to this place, or it was that theater or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? You worked there before. It's like this empty fucking building, all brick, giant ceiling, fucking shit
where we
hanging
were
up.
working?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, I was so inspired in that motherfucking place. I was like, there's a video gotta happen here. We gotta come here in the middle of the night, open the doors, and fucking do a video there.
Oh, yeah, we could pull that off.
That would be sick as fuck. But yeah, it's environment. It's all
Exactly,
about environment.
and being around the guy, I was telling him when we were upstairs, doing that kind of stuff made me realize, man, I fucking wasted my time trying to like play sports and shit, and I could have been part of this drum community that I'm in part of now years ago. And I
Yeah.
could have been doing, and there's nothing, literally, I have more responsibilities than I did then, and I wasted so much time.
Yeah.
And it sucks now, but you know what? Like you said, there's no time limit. I can put one video out that blows me up. We could put one podcast out. You could do one rap, or you could do one song that blows everything out of the water. It takes one thing. I mean, Post Malone wrote a song about White Iverson, and it made him, and obviously he kept going, and he's extremely talented.
He had a
It's
buddy with
one-
100K subscribers too.
That
So
too. But I'm saying, but you'll eventually
It's
meet
all
someone
about
like
the
that.
people you
it's
know.
all about who you know, but you also have to be good.
Yeah.
And, like,
Well,
like
you have to be worth
good.
meeting. You have to be some
Yeah.
guys to be like, you know what, I like that I met this.
There's a lot that goes behind that saying, about the people you know, because you do have to have something with you.
Again,
You can't
Harvey
just be
Weinstein
fucking
off enters
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah.
Unless you got good looks or something, you meet a Harvey Weinstein. Next thing you know, you're sucking a dick and
Yeah.
taking it in the bum, man. So
Yeah, I mean, I just couldn't do it. I guess no. Like no, there's like crazy and like
Got dark there.
well, like get into those kind of talks. Like there's like crazy shit about like famous people that are coming out about things that people have caught them doing. Like some bodyguard of Will Smith, he's been going on all sorts of podcasts saying crazy
he
shit
fucks
about.
Will Smith and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
or no, not that he.
Will Smith campaign.
Yeah, dude, like they're really trying to ruin that guy. And you know what? I'm sorry, but fuck his girl. Fuck her, dude.
Dude, can we?
I'm not gonna
Jesus,
say all that, but
I really want
I'll
to.
leave you on that island alone, man. I mean,
Will Smith.
I'll roll over every now
What do
and
you
then.
think he's gonna fucking slap me? Please, come on.
Oh no.
I'm just saying, like, what his wife did to him and everything like that just, again, shows mental health in men right now, where she was allowed as a woman to really turn around the whole fucking situation and say, well, it's kind of your fault that I had what she called an entanglement with another man. And now while he's crying on national television talking about this, every man in the world felt for that motherfucker. And it got to the point where he can't even hear jokes about her because she felt bad. He went and slapped another man after she's done all this sorts of shit apparently to him. And just, again, it's an example. Or like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
To be honest, dude, I don't
Well,
give
that's
a fuck.
aggressive, and I'm pretty sure she lost.
Well, no, but that's just crazy. But that's just
Lost.
crazy that they were. It was able even to go to trial, and she was literally like fucking with that guy mentally, like meant really horribly, shitting in his bed.
On the bed,
Yeah, that was.
Well, that's what put the nail in the coffin.
Oh yeah,
She belongs in a home.
yeah. Like
As soon as they found out it was her poop, they're like, "Get the fuck, you're done."
but it's just
Wasted
like
all these people's money, mate.
it's crazy that even went to trial, and like you could see the videos of how a sad and depressed man he was with this woman, and she's done this to other guys apparently too, and it's just like, what the fuck, man? And again, it's a notion of like what men's health is today, and if you're a man, there's no way he could be abused. There's no way that his mental state could be fucked up right now from this
Well,
person.
that's the kind of shit too that I think have to get ready for. Because like now, okay, like we want to be successful. We want to do things with our life. People are gonna be watching eventually. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually everyone's gonna fucking see this shit, and then they're gonna fucking start judging, and then guys like us are gonna sit there and talk about them on podcasts.
Oh yeah.
So we got to get ready for that shit.
Oh, I'm not worried. I mean, I definitely, if I get famous, I know I'm gonna have some backlash in terms of like just people in the past, bro.
We might have to take some episodes down.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take some shit down.
We'll just have to cut certain parts out. We keep the whole thing out.
I mean, it is what it is. I don't say anything too bad. I just keep it real.
I try to keep it real with myself.
I just get when keeping a good 100 goes wrong. You know what I'm saying? No, but
It'll be a short skit.
there is definitely a side of
all
that.
Zach.
And people were hating on our podcast when we first started. Now those fucking people want to be on our podcast. It's the funniest fucking shit how that works.
That's how it starts with everybody.
Yeah.
And it's people you know, and I'm not right away. I'm sure there's other people that think I'm an idiot. I don't really care. But I'm just saying, like, there are people that literally were saying, oh, you're doing nothing. Why are you doing that? And the person literally hit me up, was like, hey, man, so when you get me on the podcast? I'm like, dude, you literally said our podcast was retarded to me and that we should stop doing it. The
What's
fuck?
crazy is just like, technically you're not even like blown up yet. It's
Right.
just the fact that they see camaraderie, they see commitment.
Exactly.
They see something.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
that's
See
all humans
something,
want
man.
Anyway.
People
Yeah.
do that. Majority of the people will do that to you, man. They'll hate on anything and everything you're doing because it's not the status quo, I guess you can say, or whatever, what you should be doing, quote unquote. So, and they'll hate on you. And I think a lot of people come at it as like protection. They want you to do the right thing. They want you to be safe and sturdy and not become a bum and all that. But they don't understand another outlook at it. And so they choose, instead of kindness, they choose like being mean. They think that'll get through to
Yeah.
you. That'll get through to you. Well, unfortunately, little do they know, the whole group of people we hang out with, the second someone says we can't do something, we're fucking doing it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too.
Accepted.
Dude, now I'm looking at everything just like, oh yeah, I can't do that. Well, fuck you, I'm doing it.
Do it
You know what I
anyways.
mean?
You don't give a fuck, man.
I just don't want to live in a life where there's like boundaries. I mean, obviously there's certain things you have to take into consideration when you say boundaries, but I don't want to be influenced by other people. When I sold cars, I used to have I sold a guy a car that owned at one point 11 McDonald's. He sold them, then he owned like 10 Subways, and he sold them. And I didn't ask him about money. He obviously bought everything cash, so it gives you an idea what he could do. And he said to me, like in terms of, man, dude, your dog is just killing me, bro.
And it's all blowing your
I
face. I don't smell it.
I was gonna shit.
I think we must have a little fan going over here.
I think Taras is just shitting his pants next to me. Just
No, I have no reason
Stop
to.
blasting it for me. Fucking push it down.
Why, dude? It's just part of the show.
I don't want to taste it.
You know what I mean?
I'm straight up tasting caca right now.
Corner, just take all the
But anyway, seriously,
We should bring him on every
it's like
time.
I'm
dude.
getting punked or something, dude. Ashton Kutcher's asshole's in my face right
That's
now.
Oh
another
my
great
God.
idea.
No, but
We have a guy in the
what-
shit corner, dude.
No,
thank you so much.
Just bring him around, dude. Just
Shoving
fucking.
shit people's
Next, we'll
mouths.
just put a pile of poop just right there.
You're lucky you're cute.
See how long it takes for him to notice.
But
Oh my god.
the guy that I spoke to him, and whenever I met someone or sold a car to someone that was really successful, or look at my eyes successful, I'd ask him like, what is your advice? What did you do? What do you think? And he said to me something. He's like, don't let too many artists get in on your painting. And I was like, he was like, his image about life. He's like, I was successful because yes, I got and I considered what other people had to say, but I never took anything they had to say seriously because another thing, and this was said by Artie Shaw, who's a famous jazz musician. People don't ever give you advice based on what they think you should do. They give you advice based on what they think you should do if you were who you thought they were. Like. If they have an idea of who you are in their head and they're giving you advice based on that, and they could be wrong. There's plenty of people that think a certain way about me, and they're 100% wrong because if you introduce them to someone that knows me very well, they would never say some of the things about me that other people have, just because of one interaction or something like that. So he basically told me, never let a bunch of people's ideas, shit all over your creation and say, hey, well, you just need to change this, you need to change that. No, I don't. I don't need to change anything. I'm doing things the way I want to do them. And, that really was like, holy shit, dude.
But don't be too arrogant to say if something outside of you or outside of your creation comes along and says, hey, like I love what you're doing, but I think it would be doper if we did it like this or at least try it.
Never be
I
too
think-
bold enough
I
to
think
learn.
that's a sign.
Yeah, you should
I think
never
that's
not
a
learn.
sign. Like now, like before, I used to be really closed in. It's like, no, I'm doing this my way. This is how I want to do it. This is how I'm doing it. And now I'm more open to ideas and open with working with other people because I learn other shit from. Like I'm not gonna just say no just because somebody comes around and tells me not to do it. Obviously, I'm gonna be like, fuck.
Well, yeah,
off,
and that's what he meant. It's like, you're never too you're never can know too much about something. You should always be open to learn and expand your mind. And he didn't say you should consider what people have to say, but never let too many of these things get involved in what you're going to do.
You got to weed out the dickheads.
Yeah.
Fucking. Just
See,
the way
I mean,
life
you never
goes,
want a
man.
bunch of yes men around you, but you want people that you can actually grow from. And I never liked the notion of like, I saw this recently. You know, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. I'm like, hey, well, that's fucking retarded. Because eventually, you're not going to be in the room with anybody because everybody's going to be in that situation at one point. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, so I think you should be with a bunch of like-minded people, but with different ideas about how to approach something. Like we all have one goal, but this is how I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to do it, and that's what you should be. People that want to work, hard workers, you know.
Right.
And hard work always beats out talent. I'd rather be in a room of 5 hard workers than 100 talented people that aren't doing shit.
I love that. That's fantastic. All right, we're gonna wrap this shit up because it's we're over an hour, and I think an hour's good. And we're gonna have this coming back again. So plug. Go ahead, plug some shit. You can plug on the pod, dude.
Chanse NFO, NFO Films, NFO Ciphers. That's it. Shout out
Ray.
Shout out Larson. Shout out Thick Farm. Shout out Just Hanging Out. Taras.
What's up?
Come on now.
Yeah.
Hello.
Go ahead, brother. Plug some shit. What you got?
Hi.
Throw it in the description.
The
as well.
artist? I don't know. I'm the artist. What's up?
The artist.
Album coming out soon. Well, not soon. Probably a year from now.
That's a
That
big
is pretty
Keep
soon,
that in
man.
mind.
whatever, baby.
Hey, music videos coming out. You're about to see some crazy shit.
Yeah.
And features, too. I'm looking for features. Female vocals. I need female vocals.
Female vocals. We're looking for them. Chicks with tits.
There's
As
nothing
opposed to chicks that don't have tits.
Zach, give us
Hit up Taras.
give us something inspirational.
Ooh,
Give us something inspirational. Like one sentence. Don't go a paragraph. If you go longer than a fucking minute, we're gonna have problems.
dude.
Oh, God.
You know, man, you had to put me on the spot here.
I did, man. Come on, just give me something simple, baby. Fucking, I don't care. You get it from a movie if you want. WWE wrestler.
I will say something. You know,
You're so cute. Sorry.
less is more. That's all I got to say.
And that's that. Less is more. This has been another episode of Just Hanging Out. See you next time. Woo!
No, we got to do more, okay? No, we got to do more, okay?
That was awesome.
Oh, it's good shit.
I'm mainly known for the rough raps, but kids steal my lyrics like hubcaps and eat them like stacks of flapjacks like rough rats. Hey.